What on earth could have caused this wound? Clear through the front and back, burn marks like singed, and on multiple victims. Their faces are contorted. Strange. In all my time studying magic, I've never seen anything like it. You?
I've never seen anything like it either, but I'm not really studied in magic like you. It definitely has me unnerved, between that and the sigils in this room.
Yes. This is a foul arcane art, beyond that of just pure wizardry. Hello everyone and welcome to Gil's Grimoire, a series of videos that I'll be doing inspired by r/D&D Behind the Screens Grimoire project. I'll be taking inspiration and hopefully adding on some new information and some new entertainment value to these amazing projects. And also, check the description down below for the link to the post itself. Thank you. First, and one of my most favorite spells in all of Dungeons & Dragons, Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast is one of the most common cantrips a warlock can master, a master of arcane arts made via a deal. A much more mysterious type of magic. Eldritch Blast is a demonstration of raw power that can only be achieved by making a bargain with a dark entity or unknown entity for powers untold. The energy itself is unfathomable and creates blunt destruction upon its target. When speaking to warlocks myself, they always describe it as just pointing and shooting. There is no inherent way of doing it. It just comes to them. Now most people, those learned enough to know what an Eldritch Blast is, consider it to be similar. But I've learned in my research that it differs from warlock to warlock. No two blasts are the same, and some of them can even have additives. They are shaped by the patron's will. Whether they're from the Nine Hells, from the Abyss itself, the great deep unknown, the Feywild, or even sometimes from the gods known unto us. They too find mysterious ways to bestow their power, not just on clerics and paladins, but what is constant across the board is a similar explosion of energy and noise. Now that is where it ends. Someone from the Nine Hells say the energy would be of a reddish color, and you would hear a slight screaming noise with a faint brimstone after scent. Somebody from the Feywild has a peculiar honeyed kind of scent to it. I have to say, I've only experienced that one once myself. It's quite bizarre. But I digress. The coloration is usually green, and the noise itself is almost imperceivable. It's much quieter than other Eldritch Blasts. But as a warlock gains experience, they also grow in power, meaning that they can shoot off more than one, or the energy itself warps and twists to cause more damage to a body, or to entangle them even. It grows quite fascinating as you go along. It depends on their force of personality, how in tune they are with their god. With time and training, the warlock will grow stronger, and their magic energy likewise. They can begin to shape this beam into new ways. It can be quite gruesome at times even. I've seen several cadavers of victims of an Eldritch Blast, and I must admit, it is one of the worst ones to see. I have to say, dying of such a blast would be probably quite traumatizing. Not to mention some warlocks have the ability to bring back such a victim. But I digress. That is for another conversation. Eldritch Blast still remains to be one of the most fascinating and impactful cantrips that a warlock will ever possess. I myself have studied it quite extensively, but have not been able to master it yet, though a few voices have reached out and offered me the chance. I have turned it down as of to date. But thank you for your time. I won't ramble your ear off too much yet. Please do look forward to our next page in our grimoire.